Section 1. Introduction. The immortal question. There are questions that seem simple but have sparked debates among humanity for millennia. For example, what color is love? Do you work for passion or for money? And especially, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Yes, this seemingly joking question has made many philosophers, scientists, biologists, and even drinking buddies shake their heads in defeat. It's not just a simple matter of who came first. Behind it lie streams of philosophy, evolution, religion, and even national pride. Because every country has its own delicious chicken dish. So today, we will together seek the answer in a straightforward, scientific, fun, and unambiguous way. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Put on your headphones, prepare your brain and your stomach to laugh, because this journey is full of surprises. Continuing from the introduction. Section 2. A small question, big consequences. At first glance, the question, which came first, the chicken or the egg, seems like a riddle, a kind of puzzle for kids or a conversation starter with a crush over a casual coffee. But behind it lies a centuries-long battle of philosophy and science. You might think, why ask that? Chicken tastes good, eggs taste good. What does it matter which came first? But no, this question represents a bigger philosophical problem. What gives rise to what? Is there a need for a first cause? Where did the universe begin? And does everything have a mother? Since ancient Greece, two famous philosophers, Aristotle and Plutarch, have pondered this issue. Aristotle dodged the answer, saying, chicken and egg exist eternally, cycling endlessly. Don't ask. Meaning, he played the both exist card to be safe, but that didn't satisfy later scientists. If we can't answer which came first, how can we understand the origin of life? How can we know which species evolved from which? So from a seemingly harmless question, the entire scientific community got involved, and things started to get interesting. Below is Section 3, continuing the fascinating, fun, yet profound journey of decoding the egg versus chicken. Section 3. Religion joins the game. Is the chicken God's grandchild? Before science stepped in with magnifying glasses to battle it out, religion had long provided an answer, and they were very certain. According to the Bible, in the book of Genesis, God created all living creatures on earth in just a few days. He declared, "Let me create the birds of the air." Bam! The chicken appeared. Is no such thing as the egg coming first. The chicken was ready-made, with feathers and wings, already crowing and pecking at grain. Some Eastern religions think similarly. The egg is a byproduct, the result of reproduction. And to reproduce, there must be a mother first, meaning there must be a chicken. Sounds reasonable, right? But be careful. This is the trap of linear thinking. We assume everything must have a clear starting point. And most religious beliefs are based on faith in creation, not on gene mutation or fossils. Of course, modern science does not deny faith, but to answer such a tricky question, we need the theory of evolution, which almost got Darwin stoned back then, but now everyone has to acknowledge. What about you? Are you on Team Chicken created by God, or Team Chicken is a product of mutation? If you're still unsure, then please join us for Next is Section 4, where science steps in, bringing microscopes, the genome, and the theory of evolution to clarify the egg-chicken matter. Section 4. Science speaks up. Mutations create chickens. Here, science starts to get annoyed. You guys keep arguing without asking us? And then, they introduce a magical concept, evolution. A quick summary of Darwin's theory of evolution. All species on Earth did not just appear like canned goods. They gradually evolved over millions of years, from simpler to more complex species, through natural selection. And here is the key point. The chicken you know today, with its crowing cluck-cluck as a living alarm clock, did not appear suddenly. It is the result of thousands, millions of generations of ancestral bird species, which gradually, through rounds of gene mutations, transformed into the modern chicken. So where did the first chicken come from? From an egg laid by two almost chickens. During the embryo development inside the egg, a small gene mutation occurred, and bam! A different individual hatched, the very first chicken. In short, the parent pair were not chickens. But the egg they laid hatched into the very first true chicken. The egg came before the chicken. It was not a chicken egg as we think, but an egg from a chicken-like species, containing a decisive mutation step to create the official chicken. Science calls this a hereditary gene mutation, and it is the foundation of the entire evolutionary process. So, without that mutated egg, we wouldn't have fried chicken, boiled chicken, or roasted chicken. Therefore, be grateful to the egg. Are you ready for Section 5? This part is very interesting. The evolutionary history of chickens from the dinosaur era. Next is Section 5, where we travel back in time to trace the true ancestors of chickens, and the huge plot twist, dinosaurs are actually the ancestors of chickens. Section 5, Chicken Ancestors. The destroyer named Dinosaur. You might think, chickens are weak, timid, and constantly eaten. Their ancestors must have been some kind of cowardly quail. But no, the very distant ancestor of chickens is the dinosaur. Yes, you heard that right. Chickens are descendants of dinosaurs, specifically the theropod group, carnivorous dinosaurs that walked on two legs. And if you've ever watched Jurassic Park, you'll recognize a familiar name, Velociraptor, a distant cousin of the modern chicken. What's the evidence? Paleontologists have found fossils of dinosaurs that had light, hollow bones like birds, traces of feathers, leg, wing, and claw structures similar to birds. And most importantly, chickens share many genetic traits with this group of dinosaurs. Some studies have even found that chickens and crocodiles are the closest living relatives today, because both are descendants of archosaurs, the super ancestor group of dinosaurs. So now think about this. Did dinosaurs lay eggs? Yes. Are chickens descendants of dinosaurs? Absolutely. Ixgeet. Eggs of dinosaurs appeared millions of years before chickens existed. The question is, so is the dinosaur egg the ancestor of the chicken egg? It is. Not exactly, but it was the starting point for the egg-laying lineage that chickens are part of. In other words, eggs, biologically speaking, existed hundreds of millions of years before chickens. By now, the egg came first team is probably throwing a celebration. But don't rush, there's more interesting stuff ahead. Do you want me to continue with Section 6? This part will explore a surprising detail. Where did the modern chicken egg come from?